day in the sun where I find, I know it's hard sometimes, pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes, yeah, I think about the end just way too much, but it's fun to fantasize on my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was, but it's fun to fantasize. Oh, 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 I'm falling so.
Good morning, Wilson. I'm Leah.
And I'm Yasmin, and these are your morning announcements for Wednesday, April 10th, 2019.
Today's lunch is chicken tenders, tater tots, whole grain dinner roll, offerings bar, and a choice of milk.
Our Quarter 4 PBIS Field Day event will be happening the last week of school. How can you qualify for this? Simply display the 4 main expectations here at Wilson. Be safe, be respectful, be responsible, and be kind. If you focus on these 4 things, show up to school regularly, and keep your cell phone in your locker, you should qualify for a big field day event. This is not a field day where everyone participates. You need to have no detentions, no timeouts, and no ODRs for this quarter. We will also be doing some periodic fundraisers to help pay for the cost of this event. This year's Quarter 4 event will be the biggest and best ever.
If any of our Wilson staff or students traveled outside of Wyandotte in the Downriver area for spring break, please think about sharing your pictures for our morning announcements. You can see Mrs. Perdue or Mr. Krajewski with pictures by the end of the day on Friday. We will call this segment Wilson Travels. We are excited to highlight some of the different places.
Tomorrow, our 8th graders will be taking their Science and Social Studies MSTEP tests. They will report to the same designated areas as a PSAT. The schedule will be similar, just a little bit shorter. We will also be asking our 6th and 7th graders to continue to respect the 8th grade classrooms as testing will be going on in those zones. For the MSTEP, we ask students to get a good night's rest, eat a good breakfast, and bring your Chromebooks charged. Students must have their Chromebooks and have them charged to take the test. Make sure to start the practice of charging your Chromebook now, before testing begins. We also ask that 8th graders bring something to read or work on when finished with testing.
Girls Group has a very important meeting today after school. There will be a permission slip and information updating our end-of-the-year events. We were asking for girls in sports who would like to participate in these events to stop by and at least pick up a permission slip. We will be in the LRC.
This Friday, our therapy dog will be returning for a visit to Wilson. If you are in a team talk class with 2 teachers, make sure to get your permission slips turned in if you haven't done so yet.
All clubs and sports teams, please make sure to update us on what is happening so we can add it to our morning announcements. We are transitioning to announcements that are fully run by our student crew. The script and announcements are always recorded a day in advance, so last-minute entries are difficult and will usually end up on the following day.
Any 8th graders interested in fishing? If so, RHS has a bass club and they are looking for you. If interested, please see Mr. Green in room 112.
Please help us out and send some Pledge of Allegiance videos. We also open this up for any students interested in creating a creative Pledge Allegiance video for our announcements. We are in need of more pictures and write-ups for I Bet You Didn't Know segment and our Throwback Thursday segment.
Both our I Bet You Didn't Know and Throwback Thursday segments are opened up for students as well as staff. Are there any students out there who do something interesting that you think many of your peers don't know about? If you do, let Mr. K or Ms. Perdue know about it. Or if any of our students want to share a baby photograph or a throwback shot from elementary, we would love to cover you on our Throwback Thursday segment.
8th grade baseball will practice after school today, and 7th grade baseball will practice at 4:30 p.m.
That's all for today. Have a wonderfully wacky Wednesday.
Now let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any 8th graders interested in fishing? If so, RHS has a bass club and they are looking for... If interested, please see Mr. Green in room 112.